Today is the day. Today is the day where I don't wait for perfection, where I'm not postponing what I want to do, thinking that where I am at and who I am is not the correct version for me to start something. Today is the day that I remember that change happens when we move forward despite anything that we might think is on the way. And instead, we take action no matter what, despite. After many months and a long time of deep practice and discipline, rigid schedules, I reached a point where I just couldn't do anything anymore. Not because I didn't want to, not because I don't think that they do serve me, but just because I needed to rest, to allow myself to feel bored and sad and tired because there was certainly a lot of tiredness as well. Um, but I also feel that the middle remains my the middle way remains my way forward, because doing too much doesn't serve me. Not if it's without allowing myself to have space for rest, for example, for integration and solitude, as well as doing nothing. It doesn't serve me at all. And of course, as always, during intense times of practice, I long for boredom and solitude and rest. And during rest times, I'm being hard on myself because I'm not practicing, or because I just feel the waves of emotions coming up in a space where I can allow them to come up, though it's scary and overwhelming. So I was wondering and contemplating, how is it when I'm actually finding my middle way by myself regarding this? And where is the point when I actually start without waiting for a course, without waiting for something that is kind of imposing on me that I have to start? But even imposing is maybe not what I want to say. It's more when there is a certain setting, environment around me that brings me to do that, because most of the time, the real challenge is when we have to apply everything that we've been learning in our own routine and doing it consistently when no one is looking, when no one is checking, you know? And when I manage to do that, I feel very good. But I also feel very good about myself. I feel good about knowing that I can do those things, knowing that I can have that inner strength. Um, so I was wondering, why is it different now? And it's it's the waiting endlessly for the good day or the good light, the good setting, good hair, clean clothes, a face that doesn't look like I've been not sleeping, which I actually didn't, or um, that I wasn't spending hours on end crying, which I actually did today as well. Um, so it was very good for me today to remember that what stops me is really waiting for the perfect moment to come, for the opportunity, instead of just being in that space within that says, no, I'm gonna do it anyway, no matter what. Okay. And it feels good. It feels good to remember that maybe a little bit everything at the beginning feels difficult to start. It's just like taking a shower. It feels hard at times to reserve that time during our day. It feels like, no, I just would like to instead drink a cup of tea here and relax, or read a few more pages, go on studying, or no, relax or practice. But then once we actually go into the shower, uh, you will never want to go out. Or cooking, cooking a very nice meal. And the beginning is like, no. But then once you're doing that, maybe you maybe you put on a nice playlist that you like. You just dance a little bit while you do the tasting a little bit while you're cooking. And then you remember how good it feels to start. Even if it feels hard at the beginning. But that's also then the space where you remember that you can do it. That you can do those things despite the fact that it felt hard at the beginning. Despite the fact that there was the mind saying, no, not now, not the right time, or not the right idea, not the right moment, condition. Mind can say so many things to us. But maybe it's not the friend we think it is. So, no matter what, despite everything and anything else, I start. And may you start too.